Alright guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of Popcorn Culture. I'm Khai.
I'm Zat.
We weren't gone for too long because we're still on a Star Wars train right now.
It's just too much.
There's too much to talk about. There's just so much to talk about Star Wars.
We couldn't just leave one episode for Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean Star Wars itself took 9 episodes. We took 2. I think we're doing better. Okay, so before we signed off the last one, we said we would be talking about the Millennium Falcon in the room, which is Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. Zat, how many days away are we?
We are a couple of days.
We are just 2 days away.
At the time of filming this episode, we are 2 days away from
We are 2 days away from the end of a 42-year story.
Yeah.
Right. You seem very tense. You first. How are you feeling about this?
I'm nervous.
You're nervous?
I'll be honest. I'm nervous. I'm excited. I'm excited for the end to the Skywalker saga. No film has ever done this. No franchise has ever done this. To conclude 9 films
from a variety of directors.
Yeah, from 3 different eras.
From 4 different decades.
Yeah. And I'm excited because we get to experience this firsthand in the cinema.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm nervous and anxious for 2 reasons.
Yeah, okay.
One being The Last Jedi. J.J. Abrams has a tall order to course correct whatever he has to from Last Jedi to The Rise of Skywalker.
And it's mostly to win the fans and the audience back.
Exactly. And that leads to my number 2 reason for being nervous and anxious is that I have never in my lifetime, like when I say lifetime, especially I'm including 2 sequel trilogies so far, that Lucasfilm has oversold the film in this way. Like
diluted so much.
Yeah, the amount of trailers, featurettes, TV spots that have come out on YouTube, internet, in the cinema, and what have you.
It's flooded.
It's too much. Like Dulo with Force Awakens, Last Jedi.
Minimum.
It was minimalistic.
Yeah.
At best, but the franchise alone was enough to sell to sell tickets.
It's scary to see that arguably the world's biggest franchise gets scared.
And that's the thing. Like the fact that they're doing this, it just means to me that they're overcompensating, and that's what I'm afraid of. What are they trying to sell? It's enough to sell Star Wars as the brand, as the franchise, and you're like, yep, I'm sold. But the fact that they're doing this, they're approaching this in a different tactic, and like advertising wise, that's what makes me anxious. Are they trying to overcompensate something?
Yeah. Okay, that's very warranted.
Yeah. But dude, I want to know how you feel. Are you excited? Are you nervous? Are you anxious? Are you scared?
I'm definitely not excited. Like I am so scared, right? Because it's not. Look at it this way. Like, I love this franchise. I love this story. I love Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
Right. I've always wanted justice for Luke. Like he needs to have. I was like, okay, if they're gonna do 7 and 9, give him a proper ending.
Yeah.
Right. And the last one really burned me. Like I just went, I don't care at this point. Like it's sad to feel something about a franchise that you love and you go, I don't care. Like they go, oh, Luke Skywalker appeared on the Battle of Crate. I don't care. Like it's so sad to shut yourself off from something you love so much.
Yeah.
And when they announced J.J. Abrams, I went, okay, I'm cautiously optimistic.
Yeah.
And they called it The Rise of Skywalker. I'm like, okay, I'm cautiously optimistic. But my biggest concern in this entire thing is, number one, can they end it right?
Like I said, Abrams has a tall order to.
Yeah, it's like number one is, can you end it right? Number 2 is, if he ends it badly, I'll be a mess. If he ends it good, I'll still be a mess.
Because it's the end.
It's the end. That's it. There's not another chapter to this.
No.
I could have lived with Return of the Jedi being the ending because I wasn't alive to see that.
Yeah.
I wasn't born, and that's fine. It's a relic from the past. It's a beautiful film. I would have been okay with that ending, but to see it end, number 1 is already very sad because we've lost Carrie Fisher and we've lost Peter Mayhew as well. We've also lost Kenny Baker.
Yeah.
To see this ending in such tragic circumstance is just so heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And then if it's good, I'll be like, man, I'll always be thinking of, they could have done it so much better with the last one. Like I would say, like either way, I would have been thinking about what could have been.
Yeah.
Right? What could have been if we never got the sequel trilogy? What could have been if we got the perfect sequel trilogy? Because this is the first trilogy that exists having learned the mistakes of the first 2.
Yeah.
Which is, acting, writing, directing. Yeah. Everything is better now. It's 2019.
Yeah.
This is the first trilogy that could have gotten it right. This is the first trilogy they could have looked at and said, how do we not piss off the audience? Because it's not just the fans, right? Because The Last Jedi made significantly less amount of money at the box office than the first film.
Yeah.
Why should it? People went to watch Force Awakens in droves. It made $2 billion at the box office.
Yeah.
It makes zero sense for the follow-up to make 1.3 or 4.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if anything, it should have made more.
Yeah.
But that tells you there's a disconnect between what was told and what people wanted to be told.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm so nervous about this, and I think I mentioned it off camera. Every time I see just the poster for The Rise of Skywalker, I just swell up, like, oh man, like, this is the ending, and it can go either way. Like, I don't have the confidence to believe it'll go well.
I think also, I mean, in the background, like, behind the scenes, we also have to acknowledge the fact the rumbles have been going on in Lucasfilm, right?
The directors
like,
getting...
Yeah, like, the number of directors that were replaced or removed, like, you know, the extensive reshoots for Rogue One.
Yeah, and
Solo, the
Ron Howard replaces Phil Lord and Chris Miller. Tony Gilroy steps in for Gareth Edwards.
Yeah. Colin Trevorrow gets
the boot. Colin Trevorrow and Derek Connolly get the boot. Abrams and Chris Terrio are hired.
Yeah.
Final credits come out. Trevorrow and Derek Connolly get writers credit.
Yeah.
You know, like, what is going on? Like, it's so... And
there are so many things that are happening in the background that we don't know about, and that's what scares me as well.
Yeah.
Like, are they all in? You know, are all of them are heading in the same direction? You know, like, where is this? What is this? And what is the ending supposed to be?
Yeah.
You know, is it universally,
and
like?
Will it be just fan service all the way?
And that's what I'm worried about. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Force Awakens.
I do,
because they rehashed so much of the good parts of A New Hope and made it into such a good film. But at the same time, there was so much fan service, and they were really reeling on the nostalgia factor.
Yeah.
But it's still sold. I mean,
yeah,
it's still my second favorite Star Wars film.
My only thing is, I don't want Rise of Skywalker to be fan service to the point where there's no story there.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it'll be nice to sit in a room and see a remake for the second time. I don't have any problems with The Force Awakens. I see the parallels with A New Hope, but I'm perfectly fine with that.
I'm
but I think it's so tough. You want them to take a risk, it may go left. You want them to
play safe?
Yeah, you know, like it.
Abram, like I said, it's a huge responsibility over.
And like you said, it's a matter of
Abram's
confidence,
shoulder.
right? Like the amount of trailers and footage they're releasing is making me very scared. Like, oh god! And the more they release, the more closer I'm to accidentally coming across a spoiler.
I think you know this very well. I rarely watch any of the trailers or featurettes or TV spots. For anything, because I like to be spoiler free.
Yeah.
I mean, we live in an age where we're so easily spoiled with like someone's Twitter post or story feed on Instagram. I like to avoid them altogether. But for Rise of Skywalker, it's completely different.
You've been watching everything?
Like in the last few days, in anticipation for Rise of Skywalker, I've actually watched everything already.
Oh wow!
It's like a whole new territory for me.
I've not seen anything except those main trailers.
Oh no, dude! Like that's the thing. I'm nervous, and after watching it, I'm not
sold yet.
I'm not sold yet.
Oh my!
It doesn't build. I haven't built any. It doesn't build any confidence in me.
Whoa! Okay, I do not want to go down this rabbit hole.
Okay,
I really don't.
All right.
Oh my god! I'm so anxious, man. I'm legitimately so anxious. It's one of those things where if it was good and I was so mad at The Last Jedi, and it's like if you're so mad at The Last Jedi that you miss out on the beauty of The Rise of Skywalker, I'd hate myself.
Yeah.
If I'm so excited for it and it sucks, I would still hate myself.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just between a rock and a hard place in every direction right now.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm excited and it sucks, I'll get mad. If I'm not excited and it's amazing, I'll still get mad.
We're shooting ourselves in the foot.
Yeah. If I'm excited and the film is great, I'd be super sad because that's the end.
Yeah.
Like, either way, my emotions are going to be, like, either 100 degrees here or 100 degrees here.
Yeah. But I'm thinking about it through, like, I'm trying to remember the experience I had when I watched The Dark Knight Rises.
Oh man!
I remembered when the credits rolled and I was in the cinema. It wasn't just me, but there were a few people in the cinema who were waiting for like a post-credit scene or were just sitting there like enjoying the credits. And by the time it was over, there were actually people in tears, dude.
Yeah, same.
Because it was
like my eyes out.
And but that's the thing. You knew that this was the ending to the trilogy, and I could live with that. You know, I could make peace with it. You know, there was a beginning, there was a middle, there was an end, and it was satisfying all throughout. And I was thinking, like, yep, I'm sad, but it's a happy sad. I'm hoping that this will be the case with The Rise of Skywalker. Episode 9 has to give me that sensation of being happy.
Where's Luke, man, in all this? He's in the cast. JJ's doing it again.
Yeah.
He did it once. He's doing it again.
Yeah.
No Luke. Like, come on, man.
No. He does. You know, Abrams loves this mystery box, plot within the story. Like, there's always something.
Yeah.
Like that he's saving, but he can't hide it for too long because everyone knows about it.
It's crazy, man. I'm so anxious. But I am overall very sad.
We'll know in a couple of days.
We'll know in 2 days, and I'm very sad because I really wish things were different and Carrie Fisher was still with us and we could have celebrated the ending instead of maybe mourning it.
Yeah.
You know? So that's where we are with episode 9. It's a touchy subject for me. It's a nerve-wracking subject for you. So overall,
I'm stressed.
Yeah, we're both very stressed.
I haven't been able to sleep properly.
No, I keep waking up in the middle of the night. I really do keep waking up. So, same thing happened with The Force Awakens. I kept waking up in the middle of the night leading up to the film.
Really?
Yeah, for weeks.
Oh, it was different for me. I was like, my head was switched off. I was like, no, whatever happens, I'm gonna enjoy the hell out of this film.
No, which
is why I wore the X-wing star for the pilot suit. I was thinking like, nope, I'm gonna go all out, just enjoy it.
Yeah.
And, I was blown away.
I kept waking up in the middle of the night, just wondering where Luke is. Like, again, I don't own this character, but I feel
so attached.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I kept waking up in the middle of the night going like, oh no, I hope Luke's okay. Like, it's so stupid.
Dude, it's fine.
And I keep waking up with this one. I'm like, where's Luke? I mean, Star Wars is, for me, Luke Skywalker's
story.
It's
true. It is his story. I mean, for me, again, it's Vader's story. But I understand how you feel.
It's Luke's story.
That it's Luke's story because he was around from the, like, even in the prequels, his presence was there.
Yeah,
just
like the
bit.
ending of Revenge of the Sith. When Obi-Wan gives him to Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru.
Yeah.
Do you know what the name of the track is? The soundtrack. This is a very fun fact. The very title of the soundtrack that plays is called A New Hope and End Credits. That scene is literally called A New Hope. Because the title before that was something Alderaan. Because it was Leia.
Yeah.
Literally, the music that plays when Luke is handed over to Uncle Owen and Beru is called A New Hope.
And then the music plays and they're looking at the
sunset.
The twin sunsets.
And that's why A New Hope is Luke Skywalker. People go like, A New Hope is the plans for the Death Star.
No, dude.
According to George Lucas, Luke Skywalker is the New Hope.
Yeah.
So for me, it's all.
Like, it's a great parallel because when you watch episode 1, you were thinking like, yep, everyone thought that this was the chosen one.
Yeah.
But then
for me, it was Luke.
But in the beginning of episode 4,
yeah,
it's like it's all over again.
Yeah.
We're repeating the same formula with someone coming into this universe, saving the galaxy.
And there was an episode of Star Wars Rebels called Twin Suns.
Yeah.
Where Darth Maul finally finds old Ben Kenobi on Tatooine. And then they fight and Darth Maul dies in his hands. And Darth Maul says something about you protecting someone. And then Obi-Wan's like, yes. And he says, will he bring balance to the Force? And Obi-Wan says, he will. And then the next scene is Obi-Wan on a dewback looking at young Luke Skywalker run towards his uncle's house. So for me, it's always been, this is Luke Skywalker's story. Yeah. Right? So when I walked in The Last Jedi and suddenly he's a grumpy old man, that movie can go itself.
We know how much Mark Hamill
hated it as well.
Yeah, he had so much trouble portraying this version of Luke on The Last Jedi.
And, The Force Awakens, the literal words were, Luke Skywalker has vanished. That's the first line.
Yeah.
This is a whole movie where they're finding the guy who brought hope to the galaxy.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like, it's his story. So I was just like, where is he in number 9, man?
I wonder what's going to be the first line
in episode
9 of the text scroll.
In episode 9?
In episode 9.
Okay, I'm going to try and guess it will say Luke Skywalker has died. Because he did die in the last one.
Yeah.
I think it's a perfect parallel to Luke Skywalker has vanished.
Yeah.
Luke Skywalker is dead.
Yeah.
I think that's it for me.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's where we are with episode 9. I can see the gears turning in your head.
Dude, I'm like...
yeah, we still have to rank these movies, so we're quickly gonna show. Should we show the posters for everything that's come out? Because I love these posters for the saga. The posters for the saga. They've been beautiful posters.
The original poster for Star Wars.
Yeah,
not New Hope, but
Star Wars itself. Yeah, Greg and Tim Hildebrand.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna show you guys a bunch of posters from the saga so far, and also the latest poster for Episode 9, Rise of Skywalker. And when we come back, we'll be ranking the Star Wars saga. Check it out. So those were the posters of the Star Wars saga films. I have more questions about your outfit, dude. Are you serious?
Dude, I'm an X-Wing starfighter pilot.
Seriously, man. So we're gonna do our Star Wars ranking while I reconsider my friendships.
I actually wore this
For the Force Awakens premiere.
Force Awakens premiere
Yeah,
with a bunch
did.
of friends. I don't know what we were thinking, but now is a better time than any to wear it again.
To be fair, the Force Awakens, the hype for the Force Awakens was at fever pitch, as we mentioned just now.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
It was.
Okay, so we've talked about Star Wars, what it means to us, the saga, our favorite parts of Star Wars, what we love, the posters, everything.
Yeah.
But we've not talked about our ranking of this vast slate of films.
That's true.
There's been, as we mentioned just now, there's been 10 movies.
10 Star Wars films up to date.
In this universe.
Yeah.
And we have yet to rank them. But like we've talked about everything. We talked about our viewing order.
Yeah.
Expectations for episode 9.
And we could probably have very different opinions of which movie.
Yeah, so the question is, do we do rock, paper, scissors? Or does one of us volunteer?
I think rock, paper, scissors would be a good way to...
Alright, let's do it. So do we go on 3 or do we go on 1?
It means like 1, 2, 3?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, you go first. Wait.
What? No,
Wait,
you
no.
won.
I go first. Oh yeah, I go first. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think it's best.
You've been a fan forever. Let me set the scene. You've been a fan forever. You're nervous about episode 9. You're anxious. You're trying to maintain your expectations.
Yeah.
Saga's coming to an end. We have these beautiful action figures before us. That's your lightsaber. That's your...
And those are your action figures.
Yeah, and that's something, all right? And, how do you rank these films, man? These films that mean so much to everybody across the world, and especially to you.
Yeah, and it's hard because there's like a huge catalog of films.
Yes.
There's 10 films. It's not like ranking 3.
It's 10 films across 3 eras.
Yeah.
With 6 directors, I think.
Yeah.
Because
George Lucas.
You got Lucas, Kirshner, Marquand.
Yep.
Then you got Abrams, Johnson, Howard, and
Edwards.
9 directors.
Yeah. So every era is different. Every Star Wars film of that particular trilogy, from the original to the prequels to the sequels, all have their qualities. But if you have to rank them from 1 to 10, I'm gonna go from 1.
Yeah.
Just because it's easier.
Yeah.
To so I'll go from start to finish.
So 1 to 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 1 for me, Empire.
Yeah.
Definitely Empire.
Easy.
It is easily the best Star Wars film of all time.
Right.
And it's not just a good Star Wars film, but it's a great film in general.
In general, yeah.
With all the plot twists in the film, like today, it's such a it's so well known.
Larry Kasdan and Lucas wrote the film, and there was a contribution from a screenwriter. I'm forgetting her name. I just read about her a few days ago. And Kirshner directed it.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant film. It turns 40 next year.
Oh, dude, I
Yeah.
can't believe it. Anyway, my number 2, I have to go with Force Awakens.
Oh,
Force Awakens. Looking,
Okay.
I did a whole marathon of films just recently.
Yeah.
In preparation for episode 9.
Yeah.
And I have to go with Force Awakens because it brought back the hype.
It really
to
did.
Star Wars.
Like we mentioned just now.
After after the prequels ended, a lot of people thought like that was it.
That was
episodes
it.
and that was
We're
it.
done.
But with the Force Awakens, it brought back the Star Wars craze for a whole new generation of not just
Absolutely,
adults or us, but kids as well.
Yeah. The merchandising.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah,
Man.
it was.
Yeah.
It
All right.
was.
Number 3.
Number 3, I have to go with A New Hope.
Yeah, it's the original.
It's the original. It's the start. It's the start of everything. And if there wasn't A New Hope, and before The New Hope, it was just called Star Wars, right? So
it wasn't called Episode 4. It was just Star Wars.
So 3 and number 4, I'd have to go with Rogue One.
Oh,
Rogue One.
You have to put them back to back. You're right.
Yeah, I have to go New Hope and Rogue One because Rogue One just adds to the
New Hope experience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like if you watch it back to back, like I remember when we watched it together, like Rogue One in the cinema, the ending. Oh, dude, I still get. It's the fan service.
Hope. Oh, that's
it's the fan service that people deserve, man. Especially with Darth Vader at the end.
Yeah, I associate Rogue One with the passing of Carrie Fisher She passed away after that.
That's
so
true.
it's very painful to watch.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I totally see it. So you got Empire, Force Awakens, New Hope, Rogue One.
Yep.
All right, go.
And number 5, Revenge of the Sith.
Ooh.
It has like the best opening in my opinion.
In Star Wars, yeah.
In Star Wars.
It's probably one of the best endings.
And exactly, dude. Like, and the number of planets.
Yeah, that they visit. And it felt seamless.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It was ambitious from Lucas, and it was by far his best.
Yeah.
From the prequels.
Absolutely. Number 6.
I'm number 5. Number 6, I'd have to go with Return. No. Yes, Return of the Jedi.
So 6 at number 6.
Yeah, 6 at number 6.
Ooh.
Return of the Jedi.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, and number 7, Solo.
Yeah. No. Solo's a good film.
Yeah,
Solo is a good film.
My bottom 3 speak for itself. Is 8 with Phantom Menace.
Okay.
9 with Attack of the Clones.
Yeah.
And
what else is at number 10?
Yeah, I think
right?
I can guess what Kai's number 10 is as well.
What else would be at number 10?
Last Jedi. It's the last.
Stupid. Steaming pile of garbage.
Hey, so that was my number 10.
Okay, I have some questions.
Yeah, sure.
Revenge of the Sith and Rogue One over Return of the Jedi?
Yeah. Looking back, I mean, granted, every now and again when I do a marathon,
they change.
They change.
Yeah.
They change because they speak to me in different ways. And
Yeah.
there's like, I remember like a few years back when we were talking about this, Return of the Jedi was it was my number 3 at one point.
Yeah.
And Revenge of the Sith was pretty down there.
Yeah.
But looking back at it again,
Looking at it as a saga.
Yeah, looking at it as a saga.
Yeah.
I have to go with New Hope and Rogue One because it just adds. It's like for me watching Rocky 1 and Rocky 2 at the same time. Like it completes a whole movie
Back to back.
instead of 2 movies, back to back.
Yeah.
And Revenge of the Sith. It's just when you watch it,
The ending.
it's
You are my brother, Anakin.
it's painful, dude.
It's beautiful.
It's
yeah.
and it's the origin story we've been waiting for.
It really is.
Right?
Like that should have been 2.
The build up from episode 1 and 2 to episode 3. It's just.
It's amazing, and that's after that the story is not done because we're getting the Kenobi miniseries.
Oh,
and
dude,
it's gonna be
I can't
beautiful.
wait. I can't wait.
Ewan
So
McGregor.
that's why it was ahead of. When I was younger, when I watched Return to the Jedi, it was like, oh, it's so much fun.
Yeah.
Like I enjoyed it. It was just like Ewoks.
Okay, so you've mentioned 3 your ranking.
Yeah.
So I've got a couple of questions. One of them was how Return of the Jedi is kind of low in the list.
Yeah.
But my second question is, what's your single favorite moment in a Star Wars film? Like a moment you go, this is Star Wars to me. Like a single moment.
Yeah. I don't want to sound cliche.
I will let you pick one from each trilogy. Like a single moment
from prequel to original
to sequel. One moment that makes you go, this
Let's
is
go with prequels first.
Yes. Single scene that you go, this is what Star Wars is to me.
For me, prequel, this is going to be a surprising pick, but it was when Anakin, in Attack of the Clones, when Anakin came back to Tatooine and his mom died.
Oh, that was a sad one.
That was the tipping point.
Yeah, no.
So although Attack of the Clones
that's when it turned.
Yeah, even though Attack of the Clones wasn't high on my list, that moment was just like, yep, we're gonna see it.
Yeah, it's happening. It's slowly happening.
Yeah. So for the prequel, that was it. From the original, this is gonna be cliche because I love the two of them, Han Solo and
Luke.
I know.
Oh, Leia.
Leia.
Oh, I love you. I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so iconic.
Yeah, like
I mean, there's so many moments you can pick from, like I Am Your Father and all that.
Yeah.
But that was just like when I watched it, it was
like that. You see that when you go, this is Star Wars to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I watched the original trilogy, it's like, yes, Luke is like the main character, obviously.
Yeah.
But most of the time, if not half the time, like Han and Leia, they just stole the scenes when they're together.
I'd rather kiss a carpet. I could arrange for that. No, I'd rather kiss a Wookiee.
Yeah.
I could arrange for that.
Who are you talking scruffy?
Yo, who are you calling scruffy looking? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That one.
So the
Sequel.
dynamic between them, the original. The sequel, well, since do we include the anthologies or just
the trilogies, the saga?
Yeah, just Force Awakens and The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
I have to say the end to Force Awakens.
Yeah.
The ending to Force Awakens when Luke just stands there motionless and says nothing.
Slowly turns.
Yeah, and all of us were just like,
beautiful. It's a beautiful ending.
Yeah,
that's it, man. Okay, that's good. Last question.
Please.
In terms of your ranking.
Yeah.
which is, of all these movies, which one are you guilty of not watching 100%? Like sometimes you'll be on your phone.
Oh,
sometimes
okay.
you fall asleep.
Yep. Out of the 10,
Yeah. Which one are you guilty of paying least attention to when you're watching it?
that's easy, dude. Last Jedi.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like again, Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones, even though they're low on the rankings, there are parts I do enjoy. It's just that the other films were just way better.
Okay.
Like the politics behind Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
It was just intriguing. Like
You damned on my life has left me scarred.
and Attack of the Clones as well. Like Obi-Wan, he just steals the show.
Yeah,
In
no,
every
Ewan
season,
McGregor, man.
Like you can appreciate the little things that
Yeah.
stick out the most instead of like looking at the bigger picture and think like, oh my god, this is just crap.
Yeah.
You know, there are things to appreciate.
Okay. Well, that's a good list.
Thank you.
It's time for my list.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Your 1 to 10.
Number 1 is Carbon Copy Empire. It's the best one.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? Number 2, The Force Awakens. Absolutely.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, it has to be there. Number 3, Revenge of the Sith.
Oh yeah, I saw it coming.
Yeah,
I know
you
how much
have
you
to
love
have Revenge of the Sith in there, man.
Yeah.
Number 4, Return of the Jedi.
Oh, so this yours is high on the list.
Yeah, Return of the Jedi is
Fourth
definitely
against
number
my
4.
6.
Yes, and then after Return of the Jedi, it's such a good tie, but just by a bit more, it's Rogue One.
Ooh, okay.
You know, but here's the thing. So this is interchangeable.
Yeah.
So it's Return of the Jedi at number 4, 5 and 6 really depends on my mood.
So it's Rogue One or New Hope.
And Rogue One or New Hope.
Yeah,
You know.
Yeah.
So so it's 5 and 6 are interchangeable. Rogue One or New Hope.
I think for me, like ever since Rogue One came out, like New Hope was never really high on my list. But after Rogue One came out,
it really helped.
it just
bump it
really like just an amazing combination.
Yeah. So like 5 and 6 are interchangeable. 7 has to be Solo.
Okay, I would have thought the Solo was high on the list. I know how much you enjoy.
I really
Solo.
enjoyed it, but it didn't end. There was that wasn't an end. You could tell there was more.
Yeah.
You know, like that wasn't an ending. So I just feel like that really worked against it.
Yeah.
And then I would put Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and The Last Jedi at the bottom of that list.
It's funny how we had the same top 2 and the same
in last three. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, something Last Jedi needs to be wiped off the face of the earth.
It's sad, dude. It's really
It has
sad.
so much going for it.
Yeah, I mean,
it's literally somebody
it's
coming
really
up to you
sad.
saying, "I've done the greatest setup in the history of setups. You just got to do the punchline," and the guy fumbles the punchline.
he didn't just fumble the punchline. He changed the joke altogether.
altogether. Yeah,
You know, that's the worst part. Ryan Johnson said like, "No, I don't think you're that. You know, you didn't." Have
and then he goes, "No, but that was a great joke, though. You just didn't get it." It's like if you have to explain the joke, it's not a good joke.
No.
Ryan Johnson. So that's my top 10.
It's a good top 10. I mean, like, all of them are Star Wars. How can
Yeah,
not be a good
9
top
out of 10 are amazing films.
10? Yeah.
9 out of 10. And you know, if I had to choose my favorite scenes from each of the trilogies, prequel trilogy, my favorite scene is when, on the Palace of Naboo, Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan are running, and then the hangar doors open, and dun dun, you know, Darth Maul's there, and Duel of Fate's place.
Oh yeah. We can handle this.
Yeah, that scene is like So that's mine from the prequels. The original trilogy, it's so tricky, but having seen Return of the Jedi last night, I think it's that bit where Luke looks in the distance in the Ewok village, and he sees Obi-Wan, Yoda, and Anakin's Force Ghost, and he goes, and he just knows that they're at peace. Like that really is like something for me.
I'm really surprised how much you're praising Return of the Jedi.
It's a great film.
No, because like I don't know when it was, probably years ago. We argued at length about this. About how much I loved Return of the Jedi more than you did. You were like, no, Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, I if you gave it to me in a top 3, I would definitely put
Revenge of the Sith.
Always. But having gone through this train of emotions the last few days, I'm so scared about Rise of Skywalker, as I mentioned just now.
You're just enjoying the ending.
Oh, I'm so close. If 9 sucks, I'm decanonizing the sequel trilogy. That's it. Like, no. You can't.
Force Awakens just doesn't count anymore.
No, it doesn't, which is a shame because it's a great film.
It's a brilliant
film.
film.
So if 9 sucks, sequel trilogy's out. I'll end it at 6. I don't care.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah, so knock on wood.
Yeah.
And my favorite scene from the sequels will obviously have to be Force Awakens, the ending.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we can agree on one
Rey
thing.
puts out the saber and Luke just it's beautiful.
I actually thought you were gonna say the point. It was the scene when Finn and Poe meet again. And then when Poe was biting his lip.
Yeah, no,
I actually thought that was your favorite scene.
It's good to see you again, man.
You look good, man. You look good.
Yeah. Oh, it's my jacket. It looks good on you. Yeah, that's it. But a very close second is, Chewie, we're home.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's a close second.
That's
that scene it's neck and neck. You know what I mean? If Luke meets Rey,
even though they spoiled it in the trailer,
it's still worth.
It's still worth it when you're watching the cinema.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, shouting and clapping.
So you have Luke and Rey at 100 and 99.9 is Han and Chewie on the Falcon again. It's so close.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But it's Luke.
Yeah, it's Luke. I'm biased towards Luke.
Yeah.
So that's our ranking for the Star Wars films, guys. We are, like we said, before we're very nervous about Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. It's the conclusion to a 42-year story. And if you guys have any questions, tell us your ranking. What do you think? Did we make a mistake? Are we unfairly hating on The Last Jedi?
I don't think we are, dude.
Defend the film in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Maybe your number one film isn't Empire.
Maybe it's not Empire. Maybe it's
The Last Jedi.
Or A New Hope. So let us know what you guys think. And in the next episode of the show, we will be talking about a review.
Ooh, this is exciting. This is going to be exciting. Because by the time we'll be shooting this episode, the finale to the first season of Watchmen would have already ended.
Yes.
So we're gonna dig really deep
into
the Watchmen.
But before that, we'll do an episode 9 review.
Oh yeah, yes. Yes.
So we'll be doing an episode 9 review, and then we'll be doing Watchmen. So it's gonna be fun for the next couple of episodes.
Yeah.
Thank you, and we'll see you in the next episode of Popcorn Culture.